Hey guys, this is GamerCal. Welcome to another Touhou Lost Branch of Legend playthrough. We're on our final unique shot type at this point, which is Cirno B, and oh boy, this is going to be a weird one. Hopefully this comes out in a reasonable time frame. For the record, it is increasingly difficult right now to upload these things. They are large files, and well, our net speed is kind of degrading a fair bit. That's why we're doing this in the first place, is because it's easier to do this than have the disconnects of a stream. But yeah, it's taking longer and longer to get these up because these are like 18-20 gig files every time, and usually it's over a day is what it's taken at this point. So hopefully we get this up in a reasonable time frame, but if not, well, now you know why. This is the teammate shot type, and it's fine, right? Like, teammates are really good. I do enjoy the playstyle of the stuff here, but I don't know how interesting this one's gonna be for a decent bit of it. It really depends if we get like a couple of decent early cards. And well, let's just go over what the teammates do. We've seen a little bit of them as I've done other playthroughs, but here is the prominent version of them. Basically, teammates are cards that you spend mana on once, and then they get summoned to the hand, and this is their resource afterwards, their unity. At the end of usually at the end of every turn, they will have a passive effect which will increase their unity, that's the +1 here, and do a minor effect, do 6 damage to a random enemy. If you spend the card, you can spend, this amount of unity on their actual effect, which is to gain a decent bit of block here, so you can use die as a defensive option if you want as well. But if you manage to build up 7 unity, you can spend that. It's not always 7, but in this case it is, and you can add this to the hand instead. This will, no matter how much unity the thing has got, the max is 9 by the way, no matter how much unity you have, you will exile the card if you use this effect, but we're going to gain access to the Midsummer Flowers if we do that. And these are Cirno B's primary gimmick when it comes to her exhibit. It's a 1 mana, do 12 damage. You start with one of these in the opening hand, and then after you play it, each of the following ones you play does more damage. So one of the ways that you can use this shot type is to get as many Diusi as possible, and Wrath of Nature preferably is the other attack to go with them, and just spam as much of this as you can. It is not the only way you can use teammates, but it is certainly one of the main ones. So yeah, the exhibit, like saying, adds green and gives you a Midsummer Flower. I think this should be a Midsummer Flowers Plus, to be honest, the same as what Saki is saying gives. I don't really see why it's only a regular one. That seems like a bit of a handicap for no reason, but whatever. It's not even that busted, right? Because Saki A gets to do 16 for 1, and so why doesn't Cirno, right? Because that's what the upgrade is, it's 16 and your Midsummer Flowers do 6 more damage. So yeah, I don't know, that's my critique. As far as the spell goes, this is the only character I would maybe suggest that you could take the spell power instead of the health at the start of a run. Because of the way the spell works, you only do 15 damage to every enemy, so it's actually pretty similar to the spell card for Perfect Freeze. That's only 80 too, so like, yeah, Cirno doesn't have particularly powerful attacking options on the spell card. However, you gain Rainbow Mana for using this. And here is the reason why you might want to take the bomb power at the start. Every time you play the spell card, your mana increase from the spell card goes up. So it's more used as a resource generator than it is as a particular, do a ton of damage thing. And that can actually matter. So before I do anything else here, I want to see what the map is like and see where roughly we'd be going. If we want the elite as the first thing, we are going to take every encounter here. Getting the elite here means we don't get the gap at the start, but that could be an option. I think probably we just like hold the power, we take the couple of things here, and then use it for the elite here would be better. Taking the power does of course sacrifice 20 health to do so, but it lets you more easily take on the elite encounters in the first area. So yeah, that is something worth looking at. Our options this time, swap is also something that's worth considering with this Cirno. Yeah, you really want green manas, so that's the only reason you wouldn't, but the Midsummer Flower thing really isn't super good, so... lose all money to gain a random rare exhibit probably seems like the best one here, although sponsor is also viable now that we've got better like shop upgrades and stuff. I think choosing a card to remove is also interesting. I would love to remove the basic block, but I think I'm actually just going to go for the exhibit here. See what we get. Hands over all our money. We get the Blink Dagger. That's actually really good. At the start of combat, discard any number of cards, then draw that many cards. Heck yeah, alright. Yeah, I'm going to go for it. This is the only time that we'll see this. I'm going to take the power, and we'll do some fun stuff with that, I think. So, yeah, we want to take the upgrade, because upgrading Diose is actually pretty good. So, we get the option of our discards here, and I think we want to discard probably these two. Fishing for another Crystal Shield would be the best here, I think. So, we'll do that, and we do get it. Okay, so we can go 2 Crystal Shield to block. We do need to be more careful of our health at this point, since we are, you know, 20 health down compared to what we normally would be. So we've got to be a little bit more careful. And yeah, because we still have 3 Crystal Shields, it'll be fine. So, what we want to do now is summon Diose, and I guess we could block just because we can, we don't need it, but whatever. And at the end of the turn, she gains that effect, right? So now she's got 4 Unity, and she does 6 damage. And that is what we are going for. We are going to take a point of damage this turn, there's nothing I can really do about it, but that is fine, I suppose. We could have taken the damage at the first turn, and that would have been the other way around it, but whatever. So now she's going to upgrade her power, but that is fine. We are just about done with this fight. We're not going to get to see the alternate skill come in here because we do have enough damage output that we're not worried about it, but that's okay. It's all good, we will see it in future fights, and there she goes. If we were to spend on the block at this point, by the way, Diose just gets discarded. If she runs out of Unity, then she gets exiled. But if she has Unity left, she'll get discarded, and then when you redraw it, you don't have to pay to play the card again. I'm going to be pretty aggressive about a lot of picks here, because I don't want to have that big of a deck with until I see exactly the cards I want, but Yummy Fruit Freezies is actually not a terrible card to have. 17 to each enemy for 3 mana is already respectably good. It's going to be very nice with the boss, like the elite fights that we'll be going for. And if you summon a teammate in the same turn as this, it costs nothing to play. So hopefully we'll get a lot of teammate stuff as we go, and it will be pretty alright. That's the idea anyway. We'll see if it actually works. So Blink Dagger coming on in here. We have exactly enough defense so we can take out these two. I don't think I'm going to be playing this turn, but if we draw a die, then we might. So we do not. Okay. So we just need to block. There's no point playing this because they'll just graze it. So we will focus our fire on one opponent with our remaining single hits. And that's pretty good. Focus on that one because that one's the most likely to attack next turn. I think the other one always goes for, yeah, like graze or status or something. So that's why we don't bother with that one. Not much to really do otherwise though. We might as well just take him out. 6 damage is not enough to take him down, so we'll take the hit, I suppose, on our consistency here. I don't know. It's kind of silly. Not a lot going on here either, to be completely honest, but yeah, sure, we'll just do that bit. We don't even need to play the other one, so we just got to get rid of its graze. And this turn, we'll take it out, because we have enough damage output, so yeah. So not too bad overall. Just slowly building the money up. Careful Deliberation is probably okay. Gain some block is reasonable. Rabbit Landing is also a really strong card. I don't really want that many attacks at the moment. I do want the block stuff available though, because most of the time I want to be just a little bit more defensive with this style, and this one being a skill card that does block actually matters in like a couple of situations. So if we get the Leaky Ladle, for example, it's going to be really nice. So, alright, gain a random exhibit and defer. It's the Black Lotus. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Getting clumped by cargo. She feels so warm. Ah, ain't that beautiful? Alright, yeah, so we can get that going is nice. Now, I think I really want to upgrade Dai, but I think it's actually better to upgrade one of the two new cards that we have. Fruit Freezy's doing 23 to everything is kind of absurd actually for this stage of the game, so that's a really solid pick. Careful Deliberation goes to draw 4 or gain 17 block though, and 17 block is a good threshold point too, but I think I will just go for the AoE, because that's really powerful for this stage of the game, right? 23 is enough to one-shot the lower health enemies and do a ton to everything basically. Maybe on a harder difficulty you would want the upgrade to defense, but here I think it's okay. Now realistically I think you can fight anyone out of the stuff here. Ideally off colors I would like white and black potentially for the unique cards, but red Cirno does have some mana increasing stuff as well, so, and red mana also works very well for summons. So I think we're gonna fight Reimu, but Marissa was a really solid pick here too, and I fought Sakuya recently too. All of them are totally fine to go for us stuff here. Let's go into the event. Oh, we get the exhibit. Okay, what are we getting from that? We are getting the Sword of Hiso. Okay, 5 damage to everything at the start of the turn. That's actually pretty decent with what we have here. So, yeah, we're keeping that. The misfortune is annoying, but we can deal with it. So, yeah, we'll get it removed probably next stage, or hopefully, with any luck, maybe we could get it transformed into something. I don't know. We can discard it with a Blink Dagger on turn 1 though, so that's pretty good. We are dealing with 14 damage in the opener here. We might have to use Dai for blocking, is my concern. I didn't get Fruit Freezies, that would have been nice as well. No, we have enough block here. We can do this. So we go here, here, and here, and then let's go for these two. So we could take him out, and there's only 9 block, but there's only 7 damage coming out, so we are fine. Pretty good. Oh, okay. So from here, I think we actually have enough if we go for the block, and then Fruit Freezies can take them both out. And thankfully, because this one was in the back, the damage bit came in first, but I think we'd have also been fine. We still had enough block even to block a vulnerable hit there, so we're fine. Yeah, I don't really want 2 of these, to be honest with you. Ice Lance is pretty good, but we would need to blend the 2 things together a bit and get some cold synergy as well, which is not guaranteed. Heavenly Water Miracle is also pretty solid, being able to draw more cards, but the thing is, teammates staying in the hand means we'll generally have too large of a hand size if we get going properly, so we're going to ignore that one. And upgrade this. Block 17. Seems pretty good. Alright, Aya time. And now this is where we're gonna start using the spell, I think. So, we can summon you, and then if we use our bomb, we have enough to do both of these. So I think it's just discard these 2. Fruit Freezies could be pretty useful here too. Also, doing damage to her interrupts her, like, newspaper thing, so she's gonna start attacking next turn, which is good. Fruit Freezies is really nice, because that's going to help a ton. But before we do anything else, we are going to do Frigid Blossoms here. So even though this isn't like the best use case, I would have rather used it on Rin or the Free Fairies. We'll use it probably on them as we go as well. Now, we have our Rainbow Mana, and the next time we play this, we gain 2 Rainbow instead. So we can go here, and now this costs nothing, so 23 damage for free is pretty good, right? And then we can just swing with our other 2. Again, we only needed to use the bomb because we needed the extra rainbow to pay for the 4 green that we had to cast this turn. And I is basically already dead, so this is the advantage you can get from taking power immediately. Because if we didn't have the power, we wouldn't be able to take her out here. But now we totally can. We don't actually have to play anything else because Dai is going to do the remaining damage we need anyway. So down she goes. Exquisite tea set, not great. We'll hopefully be selling that to Renosuke if we get the chance. We'll just have to see. I think I take In Plain Sight here as the thing. Again, we're only getting like the defense options and stuff anyway, but I think we take this because it's a decent amount of block and it's only for 1 mana. We'll probably be upgrading that unless I get a particular thing in the next couple of fights, so that'll be fine. Ticket to Hell is an unfortunately thing to miss here. It's particularly interesting against Sager because if every time you lose a life, lose life at all, draw a card. So that's kind of neat, but yeah, we have to take the classes here, so that's what we will do. And now we do not have enough money to go for a shop yet, so let's just go here. We do get this. Okay, so we haven't got the t-shirt yet. The t-shirt can show up in Act 2, but we haven't got it yet, but we do have this one. This only loses like 16 life this time. It is a percentage-based thing, so that's why. But this is good, because now we'll get some extra barrier and stuff around as well. Do take a bit of damage, but I think we should still be fine with this amount of health right now. And we don't have another event here, so we don't have the Sono no car coming in, so we should be fine. This is exactly the sort of fight that we want Yomi Fruit Freezies for, which is exactly why we don't have it in our opening hand, of course, because why would we? We're taking like 18, but if we get Fruit Freezies, then we're taking nothing this turn. So I think I'm going to go, yeah, for that. And we do have it now. Fantastic. So let's go here, and then Fruit Freezies, 23 to everything, takes out all of them except this one. And this one we can take out with Midsummer Flowers. Yeah, upgraded Fruit Freezies is incredibly good in the opening stage, so... Okay, Cold Logistics Chain is amazing, and is worth taking just because this is a bit for later on. I don't know what we're using it on right now, but we've got it, and I suppose that counts for something. Let's upgrade In Plain Sight because it removes the overdraft. I don't want to be losing, especially this early in the game, I don't want to be losing mana, so... Oh, we're not fighting the Free Fairies this time around, okay. I could have if I went for that first, but I did not. Okay, we are going to remove, I think, these 3, because looking at it right now, the turn is probably going to be Freezies, Razor Leaf, and Midsummer. That is 6 mana. I guess we could keep the shoot just in case. Yeah, why not? I was hoping to see if we saw Diosai, then that would have been great too. But now, I guess the turn is gonna be Freezies into Razor Leaf into like Midsummer. The cost has changed into Midsummer Flowers and shoot. That's gonna do the most. And yet, Fruit Freezy's putting in a lot of work right now. That is so much damage. It's a shame we don't have it for this turn, because it would have been really good to... what have I done with the interface stuff? I've apparently pressed... I think I've pressed something on my controller that's given them, like, the button stuff. I don't know. It's showing the order of attacks, basically, going 1, 2, 3 here. I think it's like keyboard shortcuts. I'll have to work out in a sec once what I've done with that. But for now... I think I have the play, but it's annoying because I have exactly 4 cards, so I can't really do exactly what I want. So we're just going to go ahead and be boring here, and we're going to block for a bunch, because I'm pretty sure I can't like do much about that otherwise. We do have a status on this now, so we're not taking damage this turn, which is good. We weren't taking damage anyway because of the superior block that we had, but that's fine. Alrighty. So now you can see, yeah, the thing is shifted over. I'm pretty sure that's a keyboard shortcut thing. Let's have a look in, where is it? It's in, would it be in gameplay? I don't think it is. It's probably like under this somewhere. I've like toggled something, right? It would be the thing. Show enemy turn order. There we go. Okay, so we just need to do that. There we go. Because it's obvious enough when you've played the game a bit. It's like the front enemies attack first and it's top to bottom. But it's nice that that option is, the like visibility option is there for those who don't know as much as I do about the stuff here. I don't think there's a reason to use our spell card in this fight, or at least at this point of time. There's really not much going on that we need to worry about, so we'll just play a little bit more defensive here. That's the one that's going to get exploited by Rin. We are going to take a little bit of damage here, unfortunately, because the Frail prevented us from blocking well enough, but that's okay. Because now we have Freezies, and Freezies is awesome. Yeah, this is the best block, so we'll do that. And then Freezies. So it takes out that. And now Daiose will take her out. Had to do the defensing if we didn't want to take an additional like 6 or 7 damage there. We do get the Karakasa, that's pretty good. Upgrade an opening card, decent bit of money, and none of these are amazing, but Diamond Breath, when you upgrade it, is a 1 mana draw free. I think that's just good enough for what I want here. It sounds weird, I know, but I really want teammate stuff. We have had 0 teammate cards out of this opener. Very frustrating, to be honest, but such is the way. Let's just hope we can get some after this in Act 2, because I really want to be able to show that stuff off. Okay, Blink Dagger time. What are we? We're going to be on 8 block. We can easily do everything within plain sight, I think, here. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Because we're probably going to spend all of our green mana on these two. Okay. Yeah, that's not too bad. Upgrading Midsummer Flowers is fine as well. We'll go Summon in plain sight. Upgrade, use the upgrade there, and exile the Wolfer. Might as well play this because we've got the mana. We don't have Reimu's White Exhibit right now, so we don't ignore that side of things, so it's fine. She's going to do the ceiling straight away, huh? That's actually kind of annoying, to be honest. I'm not sure if Cold Logistics is even worth it at this point. The whole, like, play the summon plus do the thing is just not there anymore. So yeah, not really worth it on that front. Let's just go for the... I mean, it would be worth it in the sense if I get to do something this turn, I suppose. Because I just don't have any... Yeah, I don't have anything to do, is the thing here. Hopefully we just draw the Razor Leaf then. We don't, but okay, fair enough. Don't need to play anything else, because we can't afford the... We've already blocked more than we need to, so... Yeah, no attacks this turn, so we're going to draw all of the attacks. Yeah, pretty much. She's not doing anything this turn either, thankfully, so it's not that big of a deal, but still kind of annoying. The teammates do not matter in terms of being sealed, though, at the very least, so that's good. She got the max 22 block off of that, too. Well, it's taking a little bit of barrier damage here, but that's fine. We'll just get 23 off on that, and block with this. And now we have 7 Unity on the Daiose, so we'll be able to use that, thankfully. I don't know if it's worth doing, though, because I might... With next turn being a seal turn, she's... Oh, that's kind of annoying, actually. Combining Fantasy Seal with the block turn. I think I'm actually going to hold off, then. Because I might need to use the block effect of this because of the other cards. I mean, we're getting a completely new set. I might need to use her block effect here instead of the actual... Yeah. It turns out I don't, because we've got the right bit here, but that's fine. Keeps her around to do a little bit more passive damage, I suppose. There is that going for her. And, yeah. Now she's at max Unity, doesn't really do anything special. It'd be funny if they, like, increased their potential or something at max Unity, but that's not how it works, so... But yeah, it's looking like I'm going to need to actually use her defensive option this turn. That's not too bad. If we do 23 here, do that, and then we'll use die to get block. So she goes into the discard now, and you see she's got 6 Unity. So when we draw her again, which won't be next turn, but turn after, we will still have 6 Unity to use, and it'll be great. Yeah, this turn does nothing though. This is the problem that I find a decent bit with stuff here. We just can't do much for a lot of the bits here. But now you can see we have her up again, and she doesn't cost us anything, so it's good. Let's go Freezies into hand here, I think. And I kind of want to retain it, but I also need to do damage this turn. So we'll do the damage, and then just gain a bit of block. Use our barrier to our advantage here. So the other orb comes in, and from here, let's spell card. So I want a spell card now because I do want to get as many procs on this as possible. Obviously that's why I took the power to begin with, but it also means that when we take her out here, we'll have both spell charges again for the next stage, so that's also very nice. There's no offense coming out from her this turn, so we will use the ultimate skill this time, consume Diosai for the rest of this fight, but now we have a couple extra Midsummer Flowers to do a lot of damage this turn. Let's also draw here, so we can get another attack card, because we're not quite at the point where we can finish her. Both of them are doing barrier, so she's going to have like over 30 barrier for this. It's going to be kind of annoying. Okay, 29, close enough. She lowballed. Yeah, so now still a lot to deal with here. Kind of an annoying turn, to be honest, because we're just not going to get to attack for a little bit, but it's fine. The sword is doing some good work though, I will definitely give it that, and I think we can win this turn? 23, so 33, oh no, she's got 37, so dang, we're not going to be able to block everything here either, so right at the end we just don't have the damage output. I could use the spell, oh we're also weakened anyway, never mind. I could use the bomb and take her out that way, actually not even, because we are weakened. I think I would have gained enough mana where I could have done attacks though, and I would have taken them out with that, but oh well. After all that, and we still don't even have lethal in this hand. That's very annoying. Get me out of this fight. Yeah, this is what happens when you get a really bad start with this, but we do get the red exhibit here, so that's good. Colorless one doesn't really do a ton for us, it's only one colorless anyway, and the telescope, good thing to have around, but it's not really conducive to getting more teammates that we want. So red orb is what we're going to get. Every kill we get stronger, so that's always good. Yeah, there's a brief concept art like setting up for this as well. This will be updated as we get future versions and stuff. I don't think any of these are any good. Hakurei's Evilest Orb is actually okay, because it does retain as well, so that's kind of nice. Whenever a card is drawn outside the draw step, increase its power. Takes 4 mana to use though. I think if it's upgraded, it still takes 4, it just does 12 damage 3 times to begin with. That's not even that good of an upgrade if I'm being honest with you. So yeah, not amazing. Instant Freeze just takes too much mana to pay. Like, it is an extra turn card, so that's kind of cool, but the time limit makes it annoying, because every card you play in your extra turn takes more mana, so usually you're only going to get like 2 cards out at that point. So that's not amazing, and Tree Ocean of Horai needs a lot of different mana colors to use on it, which we don't have, and never will have. I don't think this card is any good whatsoever, really. Although, the nice thing about it, if you do have a decent amount of mana, is that you could spend like 4 mana on this thing in terms of different colors and get 40 damage on every enemy. It is powerful, just you know, you've got to have a lot of different mana colors, and we just don't. So, yeah, not taking any of them. Very poor first act, to be honest. There was nothing there, and Tenchi is a really bad one right now to come up. Tenchi kind of counters quite a lot of what this one can. If you come across Tenchi in a harder difficulty, I think you just lose. It doesn't actually matter what you do. You just lose. It's depressing, to be honest. As far as what are we doing here, I think we want to... I kind of want to go for the shop, but at the same time, I think I'm going to go for the encounter stuff. Yeah. Let's go down here. Alrighty, what can we do from here? We could fruit freezies, I suppose. That's kind of nice. If we could get it, fruit freezies we could call logistics for it. I think because we have access to this, I'm going to discard the Death Store, because we're doing 17 here is already fine. And we did get fruit freezies, so let's go cold logistics for Diocese. Seems good. And then we play that so that this costs nothing. And from here, 17 block is exactly enough to defend against them as is. So we will do that and go Midsummer Flowers here. I think I actually need to... I guess it depends if die hits him. We'll just do that. And go from there. We did also have the 8 block from the Caracasa, so we didn't have to play Careful Deliberation for block, but it's fine. Yeah, Diocese hit here, so that just goes down immediately, which is good. And from there... I think this could be a turn where we could play the Wolf Fur, actually. Because we only need 18 block, we can get that. So we play the Fur just to get it down a little bit further, and then, yeah, these will be fine. Teammates are also affected by firepower, so Dai's doing 7 damage this fight now. And from here, just Razor Leaf and take her out. Good. Okay, please give me something decent here, because I am struggling for cards right now. They're all upgraded, so at least that's nice. I might just take Vivid Color Downpour because it's an AoE. Frozen Throne is better for the other Chernos, although we do have a little bit of, just the tiniest bit of Cult Synergy. But Glacier Pluses are nice, they don't cost mana, so that is something at least. But I think Vivid Color is probably what we want here. 13 damage to each enemy, only one time, but if we use our Bomb, then we increase our Rainbow mana, and we'll be able to do that multiple times. So that's reasonable. Oh, and we get Patchouli as well. Very nice, very nice. Let's convert one of our blue mana, I think, here. Because most of the teammate stuff is deep into green, so we do want that around for the other bit. And now we have a Rainbow mana, so that Vivid Color Downpour actually looks a lot better. 13 damage to each enemy twice is quite powerful. This fight might show it off as well, actually. Blink Dagger, definitely get rid of that. Probably can't afford to use the Wolf Fur on turn 1 here. Crystal Shield we should be able to use. Just thinking, what else are we doing? We're taking nothing if I do that single block, so this one's totally fine. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Also, this gets upgraded is quite nice as well. So if we guarantee using the Rainbow, Vivid Color Downpour is going to do 26 to both enemies. Which is very, very good, actually. We are able to take this guy out now. Also, yeah, once again, what the heck? We're getting the sword from Tenchi when we're fighting Tenchi too. I just realized that. This is exactly the same situation as what happened with Reimu A, and it's really annoying. Anyway, we win this turn with the sword, actually. We might just have to sell the sword then. It does sell for quite a lot. It's a shame because it's useful for fights and stuff later on. Still no teammates, but Fairy Intellect, not a bad card. If we upgrade that, it's going to cost us 1 mana of any color, so that's kind of good. Yeah, let's just upgrade. I mean, Cold Logistics is good to upgrade too, because you get 2 cards out, but we'll do that later on. For now, yep, just going to upgrade that, and hopefully we can sell the sword. Yes we can. 169 is a lot for it too. We don't even get to sell the tea set, but that's okay. Sell the sword because Tenshi's gonna just abuse it and take full advantage of it, which is really annoying. So yeah, swap this out, and now we definitely go for the shop because I am in desperate need of new cards, and wow, we need the teammate stuff. This is an awkward fight to come across. We might just use a bomb here, to be honest. So we can blink away. They're not doing damage to us this first turn, so I guess I could probably just get rid of Deliberation, blink away the shoots, and I kind of want to blink away the Midsummer Flowers, but that's probably a bad idea to do. Let's just get rid of the Wolf Fur, I think. Do I even have mana for that this turn? Probably not. Okay, didn't draw or die, that is fine. Cold Logistics got upgraded though. So here's the cool thing, is why we probably should get this upgraded, is we go Cold Logistics into both Diosite and the Yummy Fruit Reese's. Now they are both in hand, so we can go here, and this will cost us nothing. So yeah, Cold Logistics really solid here. We should get it upgraded at some point, but just have to see what else is in the shop stuff. From here, I want to use the bomb, but I don't think it's the best idea. Yeah, because this will do enough to kill the Rabbit Trickster anyway. So that's fine. And then we can go Razor Leaf into Midsummer. And yeah, 14 health is... That's something we can easily take out here. We only need to do 7 technically, so yeah, you're done. That's all it comes down to. Alright, yeah, very strong opening turn there too. Okay, this is actually a card that's kind of worth taking. True Majesty is kind of nice too, because Tenshi does put Vulnerable on you, so being able to get around that is quite good. Basically just nullifying it for the time. But Flammable Ice is solid. Wow. Technically it's not, but you know what I mean. It's a good card because it'll let us gain more firepower, which means our teammates get stronger, and that's something we definitely want here. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're taking a lot of stuff that's kind of muddying the deck a fair bit here, but we'll get rid of it as we go. Negative News is just worth it to me here. Yeah, it's a dead card. Trying to find information to sell. Yeah, it's a dead card, obviously, but it does let me get more money for the shop, so I can spend big here. Or, if this one isn't any good, which it's fine, it still doesn't have the cards I want here, but this is respectable. We can work with this. Brain Overclock is an interesting card for Cirno, being in red. Does cost nothing if you upgrade it, which is potentially what we'll just do here. Gaining 5 rainbow is an awful lot, but you do pay for it in the following turn. Overdrafting 2 is a little expensive, but it's fine. Fairy's Abode, if we actually had the stuff to use it, this is actually not as awful as I thought it was. I still don't love it, but if we had Social Butterfly, this would actually be good. Unfortunately we don't, so this card is really bad right now. We just do not have teammates to summon. We need a way of generating teammates, and we haven't gotten there yet, so yeah, that's gonna have to come later. Alright, Diosite definitely picking up. Brain Overclock, I think for sure picking up here. That might just be the upgrade target here as well. Nothing else looks too great. I mean, we've had a lot of chances at this card. Maybe I do just need to take it at this point because that stuff is looking kind of awkward. It's a lot of mana to pay for this effect up front though. And yeah, gaining 18 barrier when it's upgraded is nice, but we've got to get there. It's just not great, you know? I think I will get the Sutra because this will end up doing wonders for our mana stuff as well here. Because yeah, when we use a spell card, gain an additional 3 rainbow mana, so that's going to be very good. Supply Backpack, definitely solid with that as well. And we will go for an upgrade. Do we go for an upgrade? Yeah, there's a couple of cards I want to upgrade. I should probably get rid of one of the blocks, though. Is there a better defense card? No, these defense cards suck, to be honest with you. Yeah, let's just upgrade the Brain Overclock then to cost nothing. The other option here is the Black Notebook. This does 30 damage to enemies with no names, so elite fights and bosses just take 30 damage at the start of the fight. Is it worth spending it on? I'm going to say no because I'm holding out for the second shop just being better here. I'm going to go for the second shop in this stage. And hopefully we get what we want out of that because this has not been great so far. Okay, damage-wise, they are doing 10, 5, 6, so 21 damage. I do need a slightly better block than what we have here. So let's just discard these two. Yep, go for something better. Diosite itself gets upgraded by the Caracasa. That's pretty good. Order of operations here. Drawing the cards obviously makes the most sense, so we'll do that first. Cold logistics, you say? That means we could take out everything. Also, we have in plain sight too. That's pretty good. So, cold logistics on the fruit freezies as before. And then we'll go summon. This goes for free. Probably should use flammable ice as well. Yeah, because I will have enough block for the other stuff. But if I use flammable ice, then I don't have enough mana to do the block. So that's, I guess, kind of why I haven't already done it here. So we'll do that one in plain sight, and then rainbow mana to get more damage out of this. Also kind of cool, because it does damage in multiple hits, the first hit taking out the masks means that the second hit was a little bit stronger there. That's just neat. Nice interaction. Okay, from here we can... I could just use the negative news here, to be honest. I don't think I need to use the bomb in this fight, so I could go ahead and use it just to get it out of the way. This is blinking because it's still available, by the way. Wouldn't be the worst thing. But I could also just spend... yeah, I think I want the bomb versus Tenshi. I don't necessarily need it right now, though. Let's draw with a backpack, see where we can go from this. Because that's going to determine a bit as well, like, where are we going with this turn? Honestly, nowhere super fast, if I'm being real. So, I think we just draw, we get the draw for next turn. This actually makes it a bit better. Gain a rainbow. And from here... I'm still sort of not sure. All of that talk and just not sure what to do with it. Let's see. We're losing our rainbow next turn as well, unfortunate, but we don't have blue mana, so I guess we don't have block next turn. Whatever, we might end up just using one of the Diosite for block then. That's also fair. Let's go... yeah, Razor Leaf. I mean, just blocking makes sense, but it's the boring option, right? Let's draw. I don't have enough hand space. Yeah, blocking is the boring option, but we'll do it. If I use the negative news in this fight, then it means that once I kill her, I'll get enough power back to max out anyway. So that's the goal, is to just stay at max power here. Yeah, no blue mana, so no blocking. A little bit obnoxious, I'm not gonna lie. Although we can block with a green mana, so there is that. We're not taking damage. It's always a plus. Where do we go from here? Fruit Freezies makes sense, but she isn't a block turn. But it still makes sense, because dies are gonna do damage too, so... just do as much as we can. We're on a weakened turn as well, so it just felt even worse to use, but whatever. Now, oh wow, Brain Overclock is amazing for Vivid Color Downpour, because check this. Now we do 3 times the damage, which is pretty good, because we win with our shoots. So, yeah. Brain Overclock is a good synergy with Vivid Color Downpour, go figure. We're not really getting to show what I wanted with the Cirno stuff here so far, but this, finally, is a card that we actually need for it. Call on Friends is one of the best cards that you can get with this Cirno type, in my opinion. It is expensive, but it pre-summons the teammate. Unfortunately, this doesn't work with Yummy Fruit Freezies. I don't know exactly why. I think it's because it comes into play summoned. But yeah, we need that upgraded immediately, like as the next thing, because that is going to give us access to... Oh dear. Okay, both of these are really good choices. Yeah, Call on Friends gives us access to a Fairy of Light, guaranteed, and the Fairies of Light are stupidly strong. One of the reasons to go into Red Mana is because you get access to Sunny, and Sunny's damage output is insane when you put some firepower down. Bicycle is really good because if we take another attack then it gets upgraded. I don't really want to be taking more attacks at this point. Like, I don't have that many though, right? I only have a couple, so that could be useful. Secret Cloak has particularly good synergy with teammates because they stay in the hand, which means you're going to have more cards in the hand at the end of the turn, so you get more block off of it. And that little bit of extra block could be very good against Tenchi. Both of these are strong options. This would lessen the burden on the upgrades though. Assuming that I have to take more attacks. Yeah, we'll take it. It's so hard not to take an upgrade guaranteed thing when you see it, because it will upgrade the stuff in the shop as well, so that is just way too powerful. Okay. First instance of the Drowned Girl in this one, I think. So, alright. We are taking 13. We've got 5 block already, so I think we can afford to get rid of most of these. We just, yeah, we need like 1 boundary or something. Okay, what can we do otherwise? I guess we could also just take the damage because we will heal 9 in this fight. So that is totally fair. Let's go this one, and then Call on Friends. This will summon the teammate immediately. We get Sunny anyway, which is really good, so I think we'll just take Sunny. So yeah, Sunny does 5 damage to 2 enemies at random, and then you have the option to get optical camo, or you can get extra firepower, which is why it ends up being so good. I guess the other thing, we're actually going to just take this, right? So we're only taking 3 damage this turn, because we're going to KO them with Vivid Color Downpour. So, kinda didn't think about that. Unfortunately, that does mean with Order of Operations, we gain the firepower and the life before their Revenge Bullet happens, which is a little bit annoying, but it's fine, because now look how much more damage they're doing. We should be able to take her out this turn without too much issue. Well, I say that, but... Okay, let's work out the numbers here for real quick, as the plane's being outside. Firepower gives us +4, so that means that we'll do 12 damage here, plus 9 damage twice. So 12 plus 18, and we have Fruit Freezies, so we can do this, plus this for 27, and actually spend the negative news as well, so I can just get it out of the deck a bit quicker. And suddenly, yeah, we just take her out before drowning even happens. That 3 damage gets healed again, and we're under a good situation. Do we take a second Fruit Freezies? I'm going to say no, because the card is a little expensive to pay for that often. Oh, this one? Oh, no, I don't particularly care for this. The EMP device is, again, kind of bad because it only does, like, 12 for 2. It's not even technically an attack. And, yeah, it works on drones very well, but... yeah, it's a bit of a dead card otherwise I'm not. Although it does have Replenish, so maybe I do just take it, to be honest. Because we already have, Misfortune I need to get rid of. Forgetfulness, I really don't want to take another one. Let's just take the EMP device then. Because it does have Replenish, so at the very least it doesn't, like, clog up too much. It doesn't have retain, so like it's hard to use at the right turn. Okay, finally getting some stuff we want here. Evil Exterminate is actually pretty interesting as well. And there's the Pagoda. Man, you are overloading me on... I can't like upgrade everything. You're overloading me on stuff here. Wow. There's a lot to unpack here. I can't get the Pagoda. I don't have enough stuff for it. That is a real shame because this is stupidly strong. But you need to spend a bunch of gap upgrades to get it like that strong. There's no way we're getting there at this point. Evil Exterminate is really good because we've had to use a lot of actual attacks here. Making the next attack do double damage is pretty solid. We've got a couple of very strong ones for that. So like that's a good card. Social Butterfly, I actually really don't like this card, but it has been better than expected. It's tempo negative, but it's better than expected in the last couple of runs I've done. Takes 3 green mana is the thing I really dislike about it, and even when upgraded, that doesn't change. It just gets innate, so it always starts in a hat, which is a very good thing because you want this as quick as possible. Still very annoying though. At the start of the turn, gain a random teammate to the hand is a good effect though. You have to pay for the teammate, which is why I didn't like this card, and they don't stick around. If you don't play them, they go away at the end of the turn. So it's I don't know. I don't love it. But again, it has been better than expected in recent plays, so there is that. And then Evil Exterminate, the next attack you do dealing double damage, it doesn't have to be in the same turn. That's really solid too. Other stuff that we have here, Panoramic Shot is okay. Does take a lot of mana initially, but if you upgrade it, it only takes 2. 12 block as a base, but for every unspent mana that you have, it increases its stuff. So if we use our spell card, we could get a ton of block out of this. I am very light on defense as well here, at least it feels like it. We have the skill that does it, but yeah, I have like no other defense cards compared to what we normally have. First things first, as much as I want rid of that Misfortune, I do need this upgraded, because we want to have the option of a Fairy of Light as well. I need more defense options, but these cards are just not impressing me for it, so definitely taking the shield. I think I've got to take Social Butterfly and just upgrade that at Yukari at the end of the stage here. Evil Exterminate is fine. I was hoping to keep the deck a bit leaner than this, but we've just had to take so many attack stuff. I mean, again, it's not even many attacks to be honest. Everything else, I guess, we've got a decent number of skills and stuff here, so yeah, all the tools as well. There's a couple of things that are on their last use, so hopefully we'll be able to get through them. Yeah, I really want more defense. It's just these defense options suck, and I just don't. I don't know. You do gain barrier if you could get that upgraded. I suppose that's neat. It feels bad no matter what I do with it here. Letty's also at least interesting to consider, but probably not happening here. No, I'm gonna push forward, I think. I might take Evil Exterminate, though, because that's a good card. But I'm gonna push forward. I think we can survive, it's not as good as I would like here. Okay, Blink Dagger. We need to get rid of any defense, because we don't need that right now. I think we want to keep these for Tenchi specifically. So yeah, get rid of any defensive option. This is also not very good on turn 1, to be honest. So we'll just go for that. I really don't want to use this on turn 1. And that, because it overclocks. Although, I mean, if I used a bomb, it'd probably be fine, but I want to save the bomb for Tenchi. Maybe I'm being too conservative on the bomb here. I probably could have had an extra activation that would have been good by now. So I'm probably being too conservative on it, but yeah, I don't love it right now. Of course, if I use this overdraft now, next turn I'll be able to, yeah, okay. This is fine. Is it ideal? Probably not, but it's fine. This for no mana. This with the extra card draw seems good. Hand is full, oh no. What have we still got on deck that's good? Vivid color, oh, call on friends, right. Let's go logistics for that. And then I actually have enough mana to summon the second die and go call on friends. So as you can see, now we're guaranteed a Fairy of Light here as well. I think the best one is probably still taking Sunny though, so that's what we will do. Okay. So we are overdrawn. The hand was too full because of our replenish stuff. Like with having too many cards in the hand already. Our hand was too full to get the... what would we have gotten actually? Because we got the teammate. Oh, the Fairy Intellect. Right. Our hand was too full with the other stuff. So I think this is the spell turn. We'll still have one charge for Tenchi, so we've got one burst turn available to us. It is the Scout Drone, so she's going to do 26 this turn. Have to keep that in mind. From here, Vivid Color Downpour would be very, very strong. But we just need to like play the draw to get into that. So Evil Exterminate into the tool to draw, I think. We could probably get away with playing the Wolf Fur here as well. Just to fully remove it from my deck at this point. Yeah, play this. Extra firepower as well. Seems good. Because now we have enough to still do Vivid Color Downpour. 30 damage 3 times. 15 to her as well, which is really good. So yeah, 30 damage 3 times here. And now there is enough mana around to defend against her as Nitari's attack as well. So let's do that. Yeah, you don't normally get to see the drone get one shot, but that's what happens when you get like so much mana off of your bomb, right? And now she is already dead, so Razor Leaf. Lily is a good one to get randomly as well. Although it is expensive to pay. Oh, this is good. We needed some max life as well. It's expensive, but it's pretty strong. So, none of these are stuff I want. Wild Exorcism Dance is incredibly poor against Tenchi, so we definitely don't want that. Watermelon Knife is okay, but it's very expensive. I suppose it's pretty funny after the spell card, because I will have like 10 extra mana almost at this point. Not quite, but we're getting there. Nah, none of these are really worth taking. Now we go upgrade. What is it I wanted? Social Butterfly, right? Yeah. Because we want that in the opening hand, so... Okay, let's do this. Tenchi is very powerful, so I don't know how well this is going to go, but we can but try. We definitely don't need that. I would like better blocks than this. If we could, that would be lovely. But I don't think we've got many better blocks, so... Taking damage immediately never feels good here. Yeah. Cold Logistics is going to have to put in some work here, I think. Okay, we could defend with Diosei as well. That is an option. It's not an option I like, but it is an option nonetheless. I think we're going to have to use the bomb this opening turn, like no matter what. So what one card do we get out of the deck that makes this work? Vivid Color? We could get Brain Overclock, actually. Because that would stop us from having to use the bomb turn 1. Yeah, let's go for that. In Plain Sight, there's actually a good card to get for it too. So, okay, here's the deal. Social Butterfly, definitely block with this. I think we want to... We're going to sacrifice a hit from Vivid Color, but I think we want to summon both Diosei here. And then Midsummer into... Make sure this gets used into Vivid Color. And we're taking 3 damage here, but honestly, that is better than what we could have been taking. Getting ourselves a little bit of barrier. 36 damage is what she's going to be doing now. Oh boy. Well, this is what we got these for, but the block is affected by the frail that she's put on us. So that's also kind of not great. So, how do we deal with that? We probably do want to use the spell this turn, because this seems like the most reasonable time for it. I have a card drawer as well. Let's go summon Kasumi. Kasumi is kind of a good one if you can get a bunch of these, because she does the whole like Sakuya thing, but she also improves the power of other Kasumis when you do her ultimate, and her ultimate's pretty cheap too. So if you can get a ton of these are actually really good. Fruit Freezies for the 0 cost is good. Try and get some more damage on her as well for getting the spell charge up, because the faster we get to that bit, the better it's going to be for us, I think. Although we don't want it on a vulnerable turn, because then it's going to do like 57 and it's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, bomb time. That's gain 9, up to 9 mana, so we're getting 7 off of that. And now, yeah, it's getting kind of ridiculous at this point if we get enough charges on it, so let's hope we do. Call on friends. Luna's a really good one here, actually. Gaining some block, and then later on we can spend her Unity to do a bunch of damage in one go. That's pretty good. Let's go Fairy on Ice. The Ballistic Shield. It's only going to give 18 block if I use it this turn. That might be good enough, though, to consider here. If we use it, gain 18, Luna gives us 6 regardless, so she's not affected by Frail, so that's good. So we have 28, and the 6 is 34, that's like 2 short, but we have a block that we could use. So I think that might be the play. I'm probably also using Kasumi's like actual effect is good here too. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we want to use this now. And then Kasumi does damage, puts throwing knives in hand. We can use those knives as well. So that's just enough block. We could go for more, but I think throwing the knives here is going to do more damage overall and just be better for us. Also, yeah, I forgot about the mask that we got. Play 3 attacks in the turn, gain 5 blocks. So we actually just about gain, you know, we're only losing 3 barrier at this point. That's really good, to be honest, for what we had there. So now she's going to do her flawless turn, yada yada. I think I just used the negative use here just to get rid of it, to be honest. Because is that its final use at this point? It looks like it, because it's gone, yeah, it's gone entirely, so that's the final use. That power, maybe it could have been useful, but I'm not losing 30 power off of it, technically, so I think that's okay. And then from here, I want to summon another one of you for next turn, and it's going to be a couple of turns of setup, but I'm going to keep Evil Exterminate around right now. Because Evil Exterminate does not trigger on teammate passives and whatnot. So I'm not going to attack this turn whatsoever. The plan wasn't to attack this turn anyway, so we are fine. Eternity is actually a really good one to get here, because she can upgrade every card in the hand, which means that our teammates are going to get more powerful. So we'll go Call on Friends, probably for Sunny seems good here. Getting Lily's nice because you get extra mana, but I think Sunny is the best one because Optical Camera is going to be needed at some point during this fight for sure. Then we will summon... Oh, if I summon Eternity, I can't use In Plain Sight. Which I think... Ah, that is sucky, because it means I have no good defense. Yeah, we're just going to go In Plain Sight and Crystal Shield here then. We're still taking a little bit of damage. I could have blocked with Diocide, that wouldn't have been too bad, but it's fine. We're only taking 2, that's completely acceptable. Now she's got a second spell that's going to hit for 44. So you can start to see where it gets to be an issue. Yeah, on higher difficulties, the Peach heals more life, by the way. It heals up to 5 on Lunatic, which is why these start getting like impossible, basically. Let's use Diosai for block here. In fact, if I use both of them for block, that's most of what I need for the turn, so that is pretty good. Only 1 Crystal Shield is needed at that point, so we can see what else I card draw. Evil Exterminate again, that would be the next attack as well, would also be more powerful. That's good, we'll go for that. Overclock, didn't really get anything out of that, so card draw again. And that's what I wanted, Vivid Color. So here we go. 60 damage, 3 times. That's what we need. And then this for the other Evil Exterminate. And if we play Luna, then we just win. Because she's got enough Unity, 12 damage 3 times. Yeah. Don't have to worry about it if we can just double our damage for a couple of turns, right? Alright, so now we get a choice. I think we'll just keep the multi thing going at the moment. I'm gonna go for the white color because there's Misty Lake Rendezvous is a pretty good uncommon to get in white mana, and I like having more of the colors available because the more colors we have, the more stuff we get like this. Okay, unfortunately, this is not very good for teammate Cherno because it puts all of your teammates back into the deck, which is not where you want them. So I don't think I'm taking the Data Sea Split here. It's a very funny card, but not amazing. And then you see the extra turn stuff here as well for both damage and still trying to give me instant freeze. It's not happening. Alright, who are we fighting? Junko? Ooh, Purify could be pretty awkward with what we have here. I don't know. Let's go for probably as many fights as possible here, actually. Still need a few cards in particular, so let's see what we can do with that. Okay, Blink Dagger. What are we ditching with this? This is the fight where Vivid Color is actually really good. This is a fight where I'm probably taking Brain Overclock and just winning, right? So we don't need anything else from here. Because we go Cold Logistics, grab ourselves the Brain Overclock, thank you very much. Gain ourselves our rainbows, and then spend those rainbows to do 39 damage. Technically 40 for the Yin Yang Orbs. My bad, the upgraded damage there. Counterdown Marker is fine. I would like some more defense cards. The fact that it doesn't cost any particular mana because it's pre-upgraded is decent. If we had more stuff for Midsummer Flowers, then we'd go for Diosei here, but we don't, so I don't think we need to. You! Lingering Regrets, huh? I'm going to blink away those two, and I think we keep that. Probably don't need this in the opening hand either. Might need the block, so we'll keep that. Brain Overclock. Okay, that could be useful here. We'll go here and get rid of this. Overclock. Yep. Where do we go from there? Call on Friends does make sense to do. Luna? Luna. Gain some extra block here. If we get Luna, that means I don't have to play this for defense, which is pretty good. What else is there? Probably could just go Cold Logistics for a Lingering Regret here, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, that seems daft, but it's like, we've got the mana to spend, so, and we won't have the mana to spend next turn. So yeah, Logistics, I should have shot as well, there was no reason not to, but I just missed it. Could have done like 4 damage or something there probably. We get a Sunny for summoning, which is pretty good, because we can summon, and that means that this costs nothing, so at least I do get that. Yeah, Yomi Fruit Freezies plus Social Butterfly is a pretty good combination. Maybe I should have taken the other one when they had the chance, but I didn't want it, basically. I didn't want to keep getting more and more like attack stuff that just wasn't doing anything at the time. So I don't know. One of the things I'm trying to not just take every single card every time. I'm trying to be a little bit more conservative about some of the stuff, so I don't have like too massive a deck every time. But there's just so many things I want to get as we go. It's a little bit tricky to balance that, you know? Do I need to play defense? The answer is no, because Luna's going to give it to us. Luna is such a nice one just to have around. It's just a little bit of extra block every turn, which really helps the math to in your favor, you know? And you can see, like, we are getting a decent amount of damage off with our teammates here as well. It's not amazing, but, like, we're getting there. And now we finally have our finishing shot here, too. So we can finally do full damage, which is what we want to do the whole time. Do we summon you? Probably. We didn't have enough slots because of the replenish here. We didn't have enough slots to actually get the next teammate up. So we probably want to start using some of them. So we'll gain block here because that means we don't take any more damage this turn, and we'll just do damage with that. This is where like tools like the ballistic shield are very weird with this Cirno, because if you are into teammate stuff like we are significantly enough, it means that like the retain off of them prevents you from getting certain other good benefits out as well. So it's a bit weird, but we'll be fine. So here, not really anything offensive to do this turn. I think I'm just gonna spend the shield. I don't need to though, that's the thing. This is where it gets very awkward sometimes, because we're not quite at the point where these will do their extra thing. I guess I could just use Luna, because that's 36, which is quite reasonable, and now it does make sense to use this. So that's what we'll do. Could have spent the vulnerable as well, but I want to save that for like Dormy or someone. You know, one of the elites from this area. And you can just finish it off. Okay. No damage taken at the very least, which is nice. Probably could have done it a bit quicker, but oh well. Two decent cards here. I think we just take the defense. Again, I've been a little bit short in terms of that side of things compared to the attack side, so that's what we'll do. We are probably not spending mana on attacking this turn, so... Oh, this gets upgraded too, that's really good. Yeah, upgrading this is a very reasonable priority target here because it makes it cost anything and does the effect for 2 attacks, which is great, so... Yeah, probably do want to get that sooner rather than later. Social Butterfly into this. Star is really good here because we're in a AoE fight, so doing damage to every enemy, pretty good. And then we'll retain a card for next turn with Cold Logistics, which is probably just going to be Vivid Color. Although Vivid Color is kind of annoying. Maybe we probably don't even play it next turn because the grays that the stupid Crow Tengu is given here is it's just annoying is what it is. Okay, not really that much defense in this hand, which yeah, unfortunate, but oh well. Let's go maybe do this. I kind of want to, but it's a weird time to do it. But no, I think we will. So yeah, we're going to take some damage here. But I think if I put cold on everyone, then it increases the potency of flammable ice. So now we just have like 5 firepower to work with here. And that's not going to come in this turn, but we're getting rid of like all the grays on the enemies. So Vivid Color Downpour with the double damage on Evil Exterminate is going to just mollywop them here. It was a heck of a lot of damage to take, which I am not thrilled about, to be honest with you. But that's a sacrifice that sometimes has to be made. Because now 36 damage 2 times. more damage now, actually. 40, yeah, for the other one. So that was worth it, even if it was very painful to do. We are going to heal a decent bit of it back as well. We just have to do the next like couple of fights about thing. Spring is here. I didn't realize, by the way, this is actually green-white, so that's why we don't see it very often. I kind of want it, just because it's fun. Getting an upgraded Diocese is pretty good, but I want to show the fun thing off. Let's do that. So yeah, we get 3 different random cards that cost 1 mana and ignore like any character stuff. But because it's already upgraded, that those cards will only cost any 1 mana, so we can play them all in the turn quite easily. It'll be quite fun, to be honest. Yeah, let's upgrade this because we saw how powerful it was in the previous fight, so that is good. And now, what do you want to trade? Of course you want Evil Exterminate. None of those cards are worth it, so we're just immediately going to leave that. I'm not going to waste time on stuff which is not worth even talking about. Expanding Border is fun if you're in Reimu specifically, because you'd have enough red and white mana to make it work. We are obviously not, so it does nothing for us. Let's take the shot route, because worst case scenario, I removed the Misfortune. It would be about time, right? Because this thing's been in the deck for the whole time, and it is obviously not something we want, so yeah. What the heck do I even start with in this turn? We have no defense options right now, which is a little scary. We now have a defense option, which is a bit less scary. We have a lot of block too. So one of the things I didn't mention, just because I snap picked the white one here, every card that we have that's upgraded gives us 2 block. So yeah, 6 upgraded cards in the opening hand, 12 block plus the 8 from the Karakasa. So that's a very significant way towards taking no damage this turn, which is good. Let's go social into logistics. We have Sunny in deck, right? Or did we take Sunny? Or is Sunny... No, we did not. We have not been given Sunny yet. That is sad. See, because again, Call on Friends doesn't really work with the thing. Call on Friends is probably kind of good to take anyway, mind you. But I'm sort of thinking of just eating the poison and going for, like, Rainbow here. Yeah, let's just go Vivid Color. I think I'm just gonna eat the poison. But because I don't have enough green mana, I can't go Yummy Fruit as well. So, do we need to just get card draw here? Probably. Vivid Color can be saved until next turn. It's not really that bad. Let's just go counter into Intellect. We could have maybe drawn Overclock, so yeah, and this turn ends up not actually having any damage output, which is I don't know. And we're still taking some damage here too. Or not. Never mind. I miscounted. We're taking 2 from the poison. I suppose that counts for something. Oh, woof. Okay. I guess Evil Exterminate probably has to be the play. Because at least then we can do 26 twice. Takes out the other enemies. It's going to put a lot of poison on us, but we're only allowed 3 cards in a turn anyway, so we've got to just do as much as we can. Evil Exterminate doing damage with this is probably fine. Yeah. Because then next turn I only have to find 11, and I think we can do that. It sucks that we're taking so much poison damage here, but not much you can do about it. I say we could find it, and we currently have not. Well, it is damage. Sure. Get EMP'd, idiot. Alright. See, if we actually had more stuff for this, it'd be great. But we don't. So we're skipping. I'm not paying 2 white mana for the stuff. I'm not using my rainbow on a bit there. Are we going to the shop next? Right, I think it is like the next thing. Yeah. I'm never getting rid of that other misfortune, am I? Fine, fine. We'll take it because I don't have that much life here. So we'll gain our max life. It goes over 100 now. Woo! That's so nice. Ah, you have to spend it on misfortune instead now. Okay, there's a Sunny, right? So we can get it from there. So Summer Ice. I never really mentioned Summer Ice before, but it's like delayed mana gain. I suppose is kind of cute. Lunar Rabbit Incense is actually pretty good for teammate Cherno, since most of your teammates being generated cards are not going to have upgrades on them. So being able to randomly upgrade one of them, potentially the ones that are staying in the hand, is pretty good. So this card's actually alright. If you upgrade this, then it makes it much easier to do as well. So maybe it's an ability that could be worth taking. Sunny, as we've seen from the summon stuff, definitely worth it. So we're taking that. We haven't seen the optical camo come in yet, but that just halves your damage for a turn, so pretty good. We have to remove the Moonscape here. Can't really afford to have our mana purified for free. This is probably the last shop that we're going to get to take, so I really want to take the ribbon just because it's extra mana. Taking Lunar Rabbit Incense is pretty nice as well, though, but I think I will, because the mana gain for bosses and stuff is just so good. And it is red mana, which we do want for our for some of our stuff, so I don't think it's that bad of an option to have. We're at max power again, by the way, so we're probably using it in this fight somewhere. Blink Dagger, let's get rid of these three. Well, we got Overclock, but I don't think we've got anything to use with Overclock. So, definitely social. No defense, because I did kind of get rid of defense, so it's a bit unfortunate. Evil Exterminate could be pretty good here. We've got the firepower, which is nice. We don't need the extra mana, but I kind of want to do this anyway. Because I wanted to try and get at least some defense. Let's do... I want to save the other Evil Exterminate for Vivid Color. So let's do that and then swing. We are taking 4 this turn, right? 18 plus, so it's 32. So we're taking a little bit. Not as much as we could have been. So that's helpful. Now, only 6 mana, but this is the turn where I think using the bomb makes sense. And again, the more times we use the bomb, we should have the second charge again for Junko, and now we just got like 1 million mana to use, so very nice. So we'll do that. Draw. Sunny's pretty good here. Take it 25. We've got 6. So 19, and well, yeah, we can survive that. So go block and block. So that means I can use this to draw this turn, which is good. Still didn't get Vivid Color. This would have been the perfect turn for it. So let's just take it out of the deck, right? 30 damage to each enemy 3 times. Let's go. This is Cold Logistics is such a strong card. I really do appreciate having that around. You are the ethereal one, so we would want to summon you. And just thinking what else from there, really. Let's go for Sunny. And do we just get full block? Do we use some of the barrier? We could use some of the barrier. It's not that big of a deal. But I don't... I mean, it's getting this for this turn. Yeah, we'll just intellect the next turn. And yeah, they're already pretty low down. It's nice. Reflection also obviously helps as well. And, well, I would use Spring is here, but I don't think we've got space right now. Definitely block. Could Sunny again would be pretty nice. What we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we need to use a shoot in order to do Spring is here. Show this off. So yeah, 3 random cards, doesn't matter where they come from or whose stuff they are, and they only cost 1. These are actually pretty good cards to get for that too. So News Fabrication seems kind of nice here. Discard you, and probably you, because you're not summoned right now. Gain ourselves a lot of mana. This is more for the life gain than anything else, but that's fine. We can use this one to draw. Gain another in plain sight as well. We don't need that this turn though, because we're not taking damage from anyone. So Sunny and Balanced Orbs. Gain ourselves a couple of Yin Yang Orbs. One of them's going to stay in hand, but that's fine. Gain ourselves a bit more barrier. And yeah, sure, why not? Because we can. Okay. We almost have Cirno down as well, which is good. Excuse invalid. We are mana frozen here, but that's not the end of the world. Just use that. Vivid color. Take her out. And I think our fairies can kind of just do the rest. So, yay. Get her! This is what you end up doing. You summon a bunch of Sunnies and you just win. Yeah, take the Inchling's Bowl before you take the card reward here, just in case you skip. Now we get a couple of extra synergy stuff. If one of the things that is really good with Cirno is getting Frost Armor, we have not had a single Frost Armor card this time round. Getting the extra Unity here is fine, but not really worth the whole awkward cost thing for spending, so not really doing that. Frosty Garden is a good card though, because, I mean, the Pagoda's kind of alright too, but Frosty Garden's really nice because you put cold on each enemy, and then next turn, since it's upgraded, it does the same thing again. But because we have a lot of teammates, if you have a summoned teammate in the hand, it doesn't cost anything to play. So yeah, really nice. Bit late, but Radio could still be very good here if we get another ability it auto upgrades. The Fox Mask gives us Spirit though for playing a lot of attacks, but we don't want to be playing a lot of attacks. We've barely gotten any use out of the other masks, so yeah, not really going for that whatsoever. Do I want to take the other fight then, is the question, or do I just take the... I kind of want to take the fight, not gonna lie, because we have the chance of getting an upgraded ability now. Maybe shouldn't have? No, this is actually fine, because when we summon like teammates and stuff for it, summoning like Sunny especially is really good in this fight because she does multi-hits. So this actually isn't as bad as it looks. Like, it looks really annoying, but... And it is, don't get me wrong, the bunnies are never fun, but... This actually isn't that bad. Evil Exterminate's really terrible in this fight, obviously, so that's not a good sign, but the rest of it, kind of okay. We can gain ourselves a barrier, so we're not taking any damage this turn. Which means this can go... I kind of want to just go for more barrier, actually. Yeah, let's do that. We don't actually need the extra stuff for shooting things down here, because Sunny is going to do that for us, which is really nice of him, you know. does wonders. 16, so I guess if I did want... I'm probably not going to, but I could have like in plain sight or something. Fruit Freezies also just makes sense. I kind of want to take Spring is here, I'm not gonna lie, because it's funny. Vivid Color also is good too. Yeah, no, no, Call on Friends. We'll have that for next turn. And Midsummer, I suppose, it doesn't really matter, but exiles it, so I guess there's less cards in the deck for it. And yeah, Sunny doesn't do a ton of damage in the first place, so rapid multi-rapid hits is actually something that's worth looking into for this fight. Speaking of, Spring is here! 5 damage 3 times to a random enemy, and now we'll have more mana for the rest of the stuff as well. Okay. We don't need firepower, obviously, We don't need... I mean, probably still keeping Call on France, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. Let's see what we get out of this. Oh, trio. I didn't think you could get synergy cards off of this. That's actually pretty funny. I mean, I don't think this is any good. I'm pretty sure travel prep doesn't do a ton for us here. Huh. Maybe I just go for Triocean then. That is an option. I guess we're taking 28, so I should probably be responsible and block a little bit. But yeah, Triocean, sure. It looks really cool, don't get me wrong. And like, again, doing 2 damage to both of them, that's actually pretty good for 2 mana. Step it up with a Purify module, okay. Not sure how I feel about that, to be honest, but I guess we'll survive. Let's see who we can call upon. Luna. Luna seems good. If I get Eternity, though, then I can upgrade everything that's in the hand, which means that Sunny starts doing 3 hits. Getting Sunny again is also kind of good, but nah, I think we'll take Eternity here. It's a bit expensive playing her, but upgrade every card in the hand, that's kind of nice. Also, go figure, we haven't fought a single drone ever since we got the EMP device, by the way. Just pointing that out there. You know, it has not gone unnoticed. So now we can summon this and it makes a lot more sense. Problem is, we're not defending well enough, I think, this turn, but it's whatever. So again, we're taking 28. We are just surviving, actually, with that. Fairy Intellect for next turn. Oh, we have summoned this turn as well, so okay, cool. Get the fruit stuff, Freezy Pops. And that just gets some extra damage out. Yeah, we did take a debuff too, so we get a little bit of extra barrier. Lots of block too, which is nice. More spring is here? More spring is here, seems good. Get some more outs. Use this for Vivid Color. Gonna need to overclock here to make sure we can defend well enough. So we'll do that. Optical Camo could have been something that gets played here as well, actually. It's not unreasonable, but also not quite what I want this turn. Got a little bit more mana, so let's see if we can get another good draw. Call on Friend seems pretty good. We have enough blocks, so we're fine that way. Clown Piece is really fun too. This actually got buffed somewhat recently, because it never used to have a passive, like she never had a passive effect, but now she does. She doesn't get Unity off of it, but you gain temporary firepower at the start of a turn. Obviously not very good here, because we're not needing that, but it's fine. Get ourselves the shoots going, almost take them out. They are going to get a little bit of healing, unfortunately, but it's not the end of the world. And now, we can do this. Seems pretty good. That basically wins the game by itself, but that's neither here nor there. We don't have enough Unity on Lilies, unfortunately, to get the life gain. I don't think we're going to need to, though, to be honest. And I think Cold happens at the end of the turn, so we might not get to see the text here, but yeah, there is actually specific text for, like chat.lazyrabbit is no more, is what I want to say, because there is actually text for it now. Nothing really going here. She's only doing 32, so... Oh, we do get to see it. Tom is really useless. Now I have to stop lazing around. Yeah, it's like, now I have to try. Blip. Yeah, we were winning anyway because of the stuff. Fairy's Wake Up doubling mana is kind of neat, but not that impressive. I'll take Ascension Kick because the temporary firepower is kind of nice, and it is just a cantrip. It's a 1 mana cantrip at the moment, but a cantrip nonetheless. Useful card. Okay, we want to go 1, 2, 3 for discard here. Okay. Social Butterfly. We're not taking damage this turn, which is good. Summon the teammate. Is it worth overclocking? Probably. Yeah, seems alright. Get rid of a grace point so that Vivid Color Downpour will actually do some damage here. Well, I say no point? We are basically at the end of the lifespan for this stupid thing, so I'm just gonna use this now, because honestly, it's annoying me at this point. we took it because it's like I didn't want the misfortune, but the stupid drone thing just never came into play. It was very stupid. Mana has got to be a little bit more conserved this turn, because we just obviously don't have a lot. We can't block because we lost our blue mana. So I guess that's maybe a problem. Just get this out to get rid of some of the greys. I guess we go plain sight. See if I get a 1 mana block? I do not. Okay. Sure. Well, we're taking damage this turn. 10 to be precise. That's okay. I think we can deal with it. Let's go Frosty Gardens, get to see this play now. Again, it doesn't have to be a teammate summoned that turn, just a teammate summoned in general, so that's really good. See what we get from Spring. Oh, Gap Lady, that's really good. Yeah, actually, that is really good. What do we still have in deck? We don't have Rainbow, so... Because I already got that. Let's go... Yep, use it. Hand is too full for it, but that's fine. I don't know what to do from there, to be honest. Probably Flammable Ice seems really good. Can get some more barrier, because we are taking some damage if I don't. Summon Sunny, Evil Exterminate. Is there anything I want out of the deck for Cold Logistics? Not really. I don't want to give her more firepower is the only thing, but I suppose I do want to block. No, we'll Fairy Intellect. Yeah, lots of damage off of the Sunnies. Get the Cold as well. That's going to trigger again next turn. Also, just about take her out with that, so that's good. Alright, so now she does 9 damage at the start of the turn. Bleh. I mean, I guess we're taking that on the barrier. That is fine. I don't think I can knock her out this turn, so it's probably best just to play defensive with this. Go there. I say defensive, and then I left myself without enough defensive options, because of course I did. But that's fine. 28 off of the doubled attack, and this one... I think we should win with Cold, like regardless. Oh, we just win with Sunny because Sunny's a busted, yeah. We have a lot of firepower at that point, so I guess it makes sense. Oh, too bad you didn't come up earlier, because Frost Armor is really good for this style of play. Celestial Flight could be good, just getting more mana. Does need to be upgraded immediately, but that's fine. Taking Lunar actually isn't that bad either, though. I almost think I'd rather just take Luna, but I'm gonna take Celestial Flight, I think. We can get that upgraded. Yeah, because nothing, I mean, again, Cold Logistics is a really good upgrade target, but it doesn't stand out enough to me here. And this just lets me gain more mana for the turn I need it. Hello, Dormy. So, I need to do... I've got Frosty Garden, actually. We can be fine without doing any actual damage this turn. Do I want the card drawer? Yeah, I might need it. Okay. So, Social Butterfly, definitely. I want to try for the card drawer, I think. I have enough damage... Do I have enough damage output? I do if I use Evil Exterminate. I have enough damage output. Yeah, where if I don't get a teammate, it's fine. But now I definitely do with Brain Overclock. That's going to make it difficult next turn. So I will have to watch that. but I think we can handle it. So go there, evil exterminate into this. Seems good. And let's see what spring has for us. Mountain Echo. Oh, that would have been very cool with the vivid downpour. Being able to do that twice this turn would have been super slick. Oh well. Copying Sunlight Prayer is pretty good though, because we need mana for next turn. So yeah, get ourselves a second copy of that. This one does cost blue mana, but it is totally fine. So now we have 2 rainbows for next turn to offset the fact that we don't have our color up here. Like, we don't have 2 of our mana that way. And basic shot. Probably was a waste because Evil Exterminate was used on that, but oh well. It's fine. I don't think we're attacking this turn anyway by the looks of it, although we could. What do we got that we want out of deck? Call on Friends. We are taking a lot of damage this turn if I don't do something about it. But we have tools to mitigate at least a decent bit of it. Okay, let's Cold Logistics for... I think I might need a card draw. But I also would rather just take this, I think. Ascension Kick to get into Celestial Flight, okay. Yeah, probably do need that actually. Because we have a lot of cards to play this turn. I should have done Flammable Ice first. Would have gotten some more firepower out of that. Oh, well, what are you gonna do? We can play most of the stuff out here. In fact, I've probably just used the other rainbow so I can defend fully as much as possible. We're still taking 2 despite that, but I really do want to just not take a ton of damage off her this turn. Dorami be scary is the bottom line of it. Right, plain sight. Card draw? Seems like card draw. Do I have any red? I don't, so use a red mana for the card draw. Yeah, we're taking so much damage this turn. Oh no. Dare I say, I guess we could block so we don't take much. And we could just fully block with dice so we don't take any. Yeah. It's not pretty, but it'll do. You're not Ethereal, you're the one who's got Ethereal. Yeah, we'll summon Mizamaru. Why not? Because we can summon Mizamaru and Sunny. We're not taking any damage this turn. We've got the option for Yin Yang Orbs as we go further on. This could be a play, depending. Alright. Spring. I love Lily's effect, it's so nice. Evil Exterminate to get double damage on the Freezy here. That seems pretty powerful. Then we can go 32 if we really want to. That's not bad. Let's go Mizamaru to add 2 Yin Yang Orbs. This is also pretty respectable, but we don't need that this turn, so probably on not playing them. So we can go here. And yeah, 32. It's not bad. We're retaining those cards though? It's like, I don't really want to retain them. Yeah, we'll spend Lily here because we have another one in hand, so we gain 2 green and a blue mana. If it's upgraded, that blue is a rainbow, so that's kind of nice. But we'll just gain the barrier and do a little bit of damage here. It's not great. Maybe it was better to save them, but I think we just need to get as much output as possible against Dorami here because she is kind of terrifying. Also, the fact if she puts the thing in hand as well is not good for us if we want to properly survive. So, yeah. Do that. to block. We might spend Sunny here to do optical camo so we take half damage, so that way we don't lose life here. Depends what our draws are like though, because if we draw well enough we might not need to, and I think we have, so yeah, we don't need to do that this turn anymore. Now we don't have a lot to spend the rest of this mana on, so let's just exile the Nightmare now, so we don't have to worry about it in the future. Makes a lot of sense, right? Yeah, still got some barrier as well. Ah, Eternity is really good here. Yeah, because now we go, boop, upgrade every card in the hand, which is very nice. This goes for free. I guess we could have maybe tried to wait and gone like Spring is Here on it as well, but we didn't, because, yeah, gain a block. This is the turn, I think, to spend Diose. So we get almost enough without the barrier. That seems fine. Spring is Here. Sakuya Manuals. Huh. Draws a card. I suppose that's kind of okay. Time Suppression would be good so we don't take barrier damage. I don't think we need a specific mana color here, so that's kind of nice. And then spend down on a card draw, just in case it was good. It wasn't good, but whatever. Oh, this temporary cost 0. Okay, we could get something here, right? That we do. Diamond Breath for 0 is kind of nice. Yeah. Seems good. Gets rid of the misfortune that we didn't want to draw too, so nice. Alright, we're getting there. We have enough rainbow here too to make Vivid Color very strong. We haven't gotten Evil Exterminate for it. And we're still not getting it, but that is okay. This stupid EMP device has been really dumb. We just didn't find anyone that we could use it on in the end. Go figure, but now it's gone, it's not in the deck anymore, so that is helpful to us. I think this is just play from here. Yeah, not really much else to do. So, Vivid Color, 18 twice, 3 times, there you go. Luna, and Sunny? Sunny, yeah. I think that's everything. We don't need to gain more mana, so yeah. Boop. Boop. Firepower plus teammates. Very, very good. Spacesuit right near the end too. That means we don't take any damage versus the scissors from yeah, from Miss Sager. Okay, Bonds is pretty good. We could have done with this a bit earlier too. This is like the other defense card you want. It's not a lot of defense immediately. It does go to 16 if you upgrade it, but it gives all your teammates plus 1 unity in the hand as well. So you get to their ultimates and ultimate skills and stuff a lot faster. Kinda wish we had it earlier, but better late than never, I suppose. 16 block is pretty good on upgrades, so we will take that now. Alright, Junko time. See what we can do. Well, Vivid Color's kind of nice immediately. I think I just ditch these two because we can do a lot with the rest of this. Okay, first thing we have to do is Social Butterfly, because if we don't do that, we're going to lose all of our green mana, and then we can't play Social Butterfly. So absolutely first thing we have to do is that. Second, I think, is Ascension Kick. And from here, it probably doesn't matter too much. If we're going to overclock anyway, then we might as well go Colon Friends here. Eternity is good for later. Yeah, we'll take Eternity. And yeah, from here, really doesn't matter. So Overclock gets us to 8 mana, and with 8 mana, we can do whatever we want. So we will. Once again, Junko cannot purify Rainbow mana or Philosopher's mana. So you get to kind of game the system a little bit from there. It's pretty good. So Eternity's Poison isn't really that impressive, although it does get kind of neat if you can stack a bunch of them. What is this hand? Wow, this hand is terrible. Sheesh. Okay. Well, that is misery. Alright, I guess we're just doing this then. And just defending here. Every single basic block, huh? Awful. Alright, whatever. We will go... Lily... into... probably the card draw first, actually. Because I was hoping to get another teammate, yeah. Evil Exterminate. Let's get our Rainbow Mana before we do too much else. From here, we will spend said Rainbow Mana. And now go... Fairy Intellect. See if we, draw another teammate. So now when we play Bonds, it just gets a bit better. We can go here. Evil Exterminate to double the damage of the freezies. And Spring is here. News Fabrication, huh? Oh, Mountain Echo again would have been pretty good with the freezies. Maybe I'm just misordering stuff here. That is very possible. News Fabrication would be fantastic, but we just don't have the cards to discard right now. I guess I could make them though. Deep Memories is also fun. So there's choices to make. I don't really know what to do. Let's go Echo, because we need Deep Memories to be the card on the right hand side for Instinct. So Echo on it. Yeah. So now Deep Memories, 1 of 3 random cards from the discard into the hand. It'll cost 1. And we can do it again. Grab ourselves, sure, whatever. Because this one I think we will probably just discard. We discard that. We've got to discard one of the teammates here, unfortunately. Which I think is going to be you. Let's gain ourselves a mana. Unfortunately, still can't play this. Oh, I guess, I couldn't play that, so I shouldn't have discarded the teammate. Oh well. I, for some reason, thought that it's upgraded. If you get it upgraded, it gives you a rainbow back. Yeah, I ran out of mana for it, so I shouldn't have discarded Diosite. Never mind. It's fine. Mistakes were made. Such is life. So what do we want from here, then? Probably do a bunch of summons, right? Mizumaru, you there. Put Cold down to increase the power here. And then we don't have anything else we can play because everything is all colorless from here. Unless we use Mizumaru, gain some orbs, which I think is worth it too. So, do that. I should have put Vulnerable on, probably. I don't know why. Maybe I'm saving it for Sager at this point? I don't even know. I should have put it on, though. Would have done more damage with that. You can hear now, yeah, we get all the pure radiances. Get it out of your system. Kind of annoying, but whatever. We've got stuff we could do with it, so it's not the end of the world, but still a little bit frustrating. Just unload everything we have here. Taking some damage unless I block with die, though. 8 times 6 is 48, so... seems fine. Yeah, we could do that. So chipping away a bit. You can see she does get progressively quite strong actually as the fight goes. The damage output ends up getting just a little bit too high if you leave this for too long. So you do have to be a bit careful. You can't just like coast this fight. It is tricky. Sunny again. More damage output is good. I think we're going to spend this Sunny this turn, because otherwise I'm going to take too much damage. So we're going to gain optical camo here, and I really want to Evil Exterminate for the Vivid Color. That's probably correct to do. I think we could spend Lily here as well, actually, to gain her mana, so that I'm able to do everything that I need here. So, Evil Exterminate into... doesn't matter because everything's colorless from here. And make sure this gets spent. Vivid Color Downpour. Still does it twice, which is still good. Kasumi can do her thing, and one of the knives can get thrown as the other double damage attack. And now we don't take damage, she's basically gone, and jobs are good. We beat it. Almost kill her with the reflection attack, that's actually pretty funny. Yep, Razor Leaf. One small touch I haven't mentioned throughout most of the stuff here, I like when you upgrade or otherwise improve the damage of the basic attacks, they get just a little bit cooler looking as well. Like you get more shots with the Razor Leaf here. Marissa gets double lasers on her thing, which is pretty cool. Oh, why do you have to show up now? I need you earlier on. I mean, I'm taking it because blank card is still great. Although, backdoor is pretty good too. Being able to remove 2 of the stupid defense cards here is quite nice. Blank card giving Rainbow is so good though. Gives us Vivid Color Downpour without having to play the spell card. So, we'll do that. 4 of a kind, you say? Four of a Kind is a very interesting card to have for the end here. Converting block to barrier is also really fun though. Princess Undyne might be expensive, especially for our mana pool, but it's actually pretty good too. Being able to add a splash to the hand is nice to offset its initial cost, but we do tend to have a lot of cards in hand, so being able to do that is just gain a lot of barrier. I'm going to take the ability, why not? Because I think we could probably do some good work with that still. Okay, Edge of Fantasy might not be great here because we don't have a lot of exile, but it would be very funny. And sometimes that actually counts for stuff as well. What else can we do? Yeah, we don't really have exile stuff, although I guess the fairies do exile, the stuff exiles eventually. Maybe it is okay? I just don't know if I trust it. Star would be good if we predict that she's going to go pendants first. That could be something worth doing. This one's really good if you need the card. I mean, I guess it's fine, but like, spending the upgrade on that probably isn't happening because I think we've got to remove that stupid Misfortune finally from the deck. It's been here the entire time and just been bugging me every single fight. Heart Blossoms is decent. I mean, again, just looks really pretty too. But like, Heart Blossoms is pretty good, just being able to gain block as well, but it does have to be at a specific point in the hand, and considering we retain a lot of cards, it can never be there if we draw it first in a turn, so that's not great. I think Tranquility is good, because we do just want a little bit of defense going. Yeah, let's remove that silly Misfortune that's been here the entire time. And then we're down to 85, so we get like one more card out of this. Wild Exorcism Dance might actually be okay now because of the firepower that we get. Star is also pretty fun, as I said before, if we expect that she's going into thing. The fact that she can do like damage 3 times of her thing, she's actually kind of strong. Like, she looks underwhelming, but she is actually pretty good. I think I'll take I'll take edge, because I think we can get just enough out of it that if we draw it, it's gonna be fine. And then the last thing to get would be Cold Logistics Chain to upgrade here. Getting 2 cards out of that. I mean, it's great even at 1 card. Getting 2 cards out of it, though, that's where you really want to be. We have 2 spell procs to spike mana when we need to here, so we could do a lot of good stuff here. Pitch, and pitch for sure. Cold Logistics in the opening hand. Alright, what do we want out of the deck is the question then. We want the abilities, right? Great Hakurei Barrier, Edge of Fantasy. Can we play both of those? Yes, because they only take 1 white mana each. Okay, yeah, Cold Logistics for the 2 abilities. Then we're just going to go ability focus on this first turn, not going to do a ton of damage, or like any damage really, but that is totally fine. Probably play this then, just so I don't lose any more, no, it's converting 2 barriers, so... Wait, it converted my block into barrier? I didn't even know it would do that. That's actually really cool. Hold on a sec. Let me double check on that. For the rest of combat, block is converted to barrier. I didn't think it would convert the block I already had. That's awesome. Alright, do that, and then Evil Exterminate. So now our next 2 attacks are double damage. We'll see what we get from there. The Gold Cup is actually not amazing, because it means that we don't have the... We need to use the spell this turn, but I have no card draws, so... I don't have use for the spell this turn. We're losing out on a lot of mana because of that then. Luckily, we're still gaining like 7, so that's fine. We're also going to lose this red mana every turn, and the spacesuit too. Man, that sucks. This is actually one that really loves its abilities that way too, as a setup, so that's really bad. Oh well. Let's just do what we can this turn then. Put the Vulnerable down. We don't need to play Celestial Flight, so we won't. I don't have any... Yeah, we're playing the long game on this one. I don't have any attacks to start with, so we've only done 18 damage over 2 turns. That's not great. But we have a strong setup here. So long as we can just get through, we'll be fine. So... I think we can survive this, and it'll be good. But this is probably going to be a very long fight. Just looking at this right now. Draw. Okay, yeah, we're gonna fire the spell this turn. Because I think that is more than enough synergy stuff to play with the mana here. So more of that. More defense and spring. Oh, Brain Overclock. That's a pretty fun one. This is going to overdraft us. It's overdrafting into her, like, off turn, which I guess is kind of good. Yeah. Yeah, we will. It's just now, do I play this one, is the other question. I think so. I do not want to waste Evil Exterminates on shoots, actually, so I probably didn't need to play the Overclock. Let's actually exile one of these then. So now we have Ward, which will prevent 2 statuses from being added. If she goes for the bow next, then that's going to be really helpful for us. But yet, the problem at the moment is that we just haven't done damage over the first couple of turns. So I'm not entirely sure how this is going to pan out, but we're kind of getting there. We just about have the setup that we need here. I think I will actually overclock again here, because we have enough cards to play that'll make that worthwhile. Clown Piece is pretty good. That would offset the overclock. So go for that. And then we have, yeah, play you and gain block. Just build up as much defensive power as we can. I should have still played Ascension Kick there because of the passives from the teammates. Would have done more damage with that, but whatever. Oh, the teapot. Oh, status effect stuff. That's gonna be bad. Okay. Uh-oh. Now we might be in trouble. This is a lot of damage output to be considering from here on out. Go for that. Yeah, we've been building up for this moment, so let's go. Vivid Color. Finally get some damage on the board. Wow, this is gonna be pretty rough, isn't it? Just, yeah, looking at how much damage is potentially gonna be done here. Not looking forward to this. We have a lot of block, thankfully, but that ain't gonna last because this is doing 72. Ugh, vulnerable is such a stupid thing to get immediately. Like, we are literally just losing all of our health to this right now, and I don't know if there's anything I can even do about it. I think this has got to be the turn that we use the bomb the second time, because I just need more cards to go with here. In plain sight, obviously good. We need as much block as we can get here, so I think this is even gonna happen, where just like gain block from that too. Draw free, adds a lunacy, but not much we can do about that. At least we're just walling up as much as possible with it. We have an optical camo available. That is something that's worth noting. We do have optical camo, so we can survive a hit that way. Especially when Frail gets put down as well, so now we just don't get nearly as much defense for the rest of the fight too. Yeah, this is looking rough. Probably going to have to spend this turn, because otherwise we're going to take too much damage. Go there, there. Spring is here. Sunlight Prayer is good. Sakuya Manual's at least, all points bullets, and sorry, at least draws cards, so there is that. I'll play everything that way, really. Go there, gives us some extra mana power. I think we do want to play Luna here. Play you for the flowers, because they're actually getting kind of strong as well. So that's not bad. I could have used Evil Exterminate with them. Maybe that was the play. But I kind of want to save Evil Exterminate for Rainbow Flowers. Or Rainbow... oh god, yeah. The Rainbow card. There we go. I'm blanking on everything with it right now. Mailing's attack. There you go. Okay. So this is her off turn. Which means we can play you to upgrade everything. It's good. Get the mana. Draw 4. Still didn't get Vivid Color. Maybe we could still make it work? Nah, okay. Cut the losses, I think, on this one then. We will grab... Letty's kind of interesting. Probably just grab Luna, because we can spend one of the Lunas that we have in hand here. Lily would have also been a good option, but nah. So we'll spend this one, that will do 44 damage, which is pretty good. And then from here... Yeah, we are weakened too, so we're doing 30% less damage overall, kind of frustrating. Yeah, spend down on you. Fairy on Ice, I think, here, so we can see if we draw into... Yeah, now we draw Vivid Color. So Overclock is fine here. Gain ourselves a block. Gain ourselves this block. And the rest of it, 25 damage 3 times. Slowly getting there. Still got a lot of work to do, but slowly getting there. What's your third item? It's the key. Oh, good lord. That might be the end of the game. The winged key lets her double her attack twice. I don't know, because she reapplied vulnerable, I don't think we can survive that. Oh god. Okay, so she's doing 11 times 16 here. I think we live this turn, but only just. Oh my god. Ha. Huh. And we're still weakened. We've got... Like, the teapot is just broken. Like, this is so stupid. Because I don't know what the hell we even do from here, I'll be honest. This seems unwinnable. 7, 8. So we can draw. Yeah, I don't know. This is like the worst possible combination of items that she could do, I think. And if we survive this turn, we're not surviving the next turn, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm struggling to see how we get out of this one. I think we have to overclock. We can draw with Clown Piece if needed. Go here, this will let us upgrade everything, as well as this costing 0, which is good. We do have Evil Exterminate live, so get double damage off of that now. Just gotta get whatever little block we can. Thinking Spring is probably okay to play. Exile a card from the hand, add a random. Okay. That might be useful. Is that good enough? Because we could use Clown Piece to gain more mana. How much does that do? 84. That's still not very good. Damn it. Ay ay ay. But what if we upgrade it with Eternity? What does this do on upgrade? 8 damage? They each do 8 more. Let's at least do that. Now it's doing 109, which is a very substantial bit towards what we need here. But I think I probably want to do slightly less than that because I want to have access to this. Okay. Let's see what we get off of Dark Clouds first. So exile, probably just exile you. Skill, that's a lot of damage as well. But that would take up the Evil Exterminate. I have to do that second. Well, not Evil Exterminate. Yeah, it would take up that. So 98. Now this does 15. Save the Lunas until next turn. Then we can just use both of them. If we survive this one hit, I think we can win. I think we've got it. That is so much damage though, my god. And yeah, 42 times 2 twice, because Wing Key plus the vulnerable from that is just... Like, we couldn't have even defended against this because she would have snapped away our vulnerable resistance first, and then taken it... Oh my god, I am out here struggling. But I think we have it, because now we have both of these that can do 8 damage 4 times. We are still under weaken, but they do 32 each. We still don't have enough output though, do we? Gotta use Mizamaru. Gotta use Mizamaru here. and get the 2 orbs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's get the 2 orbs. We only got 1 that does damage. It's only 7. Okay, let's work this out then. So we've got 4 hits, 32, so 64 plus 7. So that's 71. We have just enough. Wow. Okay, so that goes in, and then we use Luna a second time, and now we can do these 2. We had enough with this anyway. We didn't need to use Mizumaro, but still. Oh man, that was the unluckiest Sager fight I have had. Like, and we would not have won if we were anything above normal, because that is the absolute worst I have ever seen Sager do. We had everything. We had over 100 barrier on that. We had everything going for us. And what a combination of items to make that just completely unfun. My goodness. Yeah, alright. That is, that is the final run that we have here. What a silly run this ended up being, huh? Yeah. It's... that, I guess that's Cirno teammate stuff. I mean, we got a reasonable bit of teammate stuff by the end of it, but this certainly wasn't the run that I was expecting to get at all. We just got, again, just like the Sakuya run, we got basically none of the stuff that we would normally get off it. If I go through a couple of the other things that I have here, just to show, we didn't get anything cool like mental energy injection. This card is ridiculous, actually, with the teammate stuff. Would have made everything so much nicer. The stuff that does... applies cold whenever you use skills as well, that would have been very helpful. Certainly would have done a lot for our numbers there. We didn't get anything. I mean, this one was a bit of a silly run because we got stuff like Filthless World in here as well. All Hands on Deck was another card we didn't get to activate the passive skills of every teammate that's in the hand that's been summoned. We didn't get Fairy Assembly, so we didn't get access to like extra cards in hand to just get more stuff available. So that was kind of bad. Yeah, just we didn't get any Frost Armor stuff either. That also would have been very helpful for the final fight there. What a ridiculous set of runs and stuff there. Not the most fortunate, we shall say, but sometimes you don't get everything you need off of it, and sometimes you just get a really unlucky finale fight like that. To be fair, I also didn't do damage for the first couple of turns, so maybe it's my own fault a bit as well, but I just didn't have the cards to do damage in a reasonable way. It is what it is. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed yourselves. This probably isn't the end for stuff here. I still haven't managed to get the blank card as a starting exhibit for exhibit swap, but there are other things that we can still do. There's the Jade box is kind of interesting. I'm probably could do some stuff with this. There is also the potential for a quest, but I don't overly like these, I'll be honest with you. So probably not doing these. And of course there is always the higher difficulty level stuff as well. I haven't actually played the game on Lunatic yet, because I think normal is a pretty good balance for stuff, and we saw there, if I was on anything higher than normal, I just would have been completely eviscerated by Sager. But maybe because there's a couple of these runs that I didn't overly like, maybe I'll do Marissa A again or something and try on a higher difficulty or something. We could show at least a little bit of what that means. So, yeah. Thank you very much for watching though. Hopefully you have enjoyed yourselves, and until next time, take care.